welcome back on into another episode of Two Fat Drunks. I'm JDV.
I'm Warpig.
In this episode, we're going to talk about alien invasion movies, which I thought were just science fiction. Coming up next. Hey, welcome back into the show, everybody.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, thanks for everybody who's been checking out our stuff.
Please, thank you guys so
please
much.
check out
Thank
our
you,
movie
really.
Five Must Die.
Why not?
What else check out?
Yeah, give it a watch.
The idea of an alien invasion is a trope that has been around minimally since War of the Worlds.
Yeah, since World War II.
The Thing from Another World.
And obviously, enough to where they ask our government about it, whatever that means, right? Either the government's disinformationing you and you're like, yeah, sounds good, we should ask about that. Or it's real and they're like, we don't want to tell you about that, right? Whichever way, because right now, like, if you say to me, well, UFOs
I say to you, you should bathe.
Well, that's obvious to everyone. We're talking about the inobvious. We're talking about PSYOPs here. PSYOPs within a PSYOP.
All right.
Alien invasion.
So this is your topic, Wad.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about alien invasion movies. Now, what made you think of that other than seeing that crazy thing?
Actually, that was pretty much it. But I was thinking, it was funny too, because I'm going to tell you something
It's
funny.
been a while since they made a really quality alien invasion film.
Right.
At least five, like Battle Los Angeles is okay. There's some other.
You know what's funny? I was going to bring up Battle Los Angeles because...
That's really the last one.
Well, and
that's not great either.
But, I mean, Battle Los Angeles...
Well, Live, Die, Repeat.
But wait a minute, though.
Well,
I
I
guess
think
we
that
have
may
to
come on
constitute what means alien invasion. Is it aliens coming to Earth? Because is not Annihilation an alien invasion film?
And I like that film quite a bit.
Right, but I mean, I think that will be more recent.
So I guess you're right. There are some more.
Right.
Battle Los Angeles, Annihilation,
Battle Los Angeles
Live-
kind of gets forgotten.
Live, Die, Repeat.
It kind of gets forgotten.
Those are three pretty good. Really,
But when the first alien invasion movie that I can remember, right, as a child would have been the first War of the Worlds. And that would have been the 1950s, the George Powell.
insanely effective even today. I mean, by the end of that film,
very good.
yeah, it seems very dated to us now because it's 70 years removed from that culture. But by the end of that film, you're convinced everyone you see on that screen is going to die.
Yep, it's over. Because these guys are invincible, and there's nothing you can do
And
about
really,
it.
when you look at Independence Day, it's more or less just a hard remake of that film. I mean, almost scene for scene remake of War of the Worlds.
And it has that very much because you have to sort of divvy it up because there's the alien invasion genre where it's alien civilization brings alien ships to you.
Alien tech.
In a World War II style takeover of your planet, as opposed to
the creeping horror.
alien invasion by way of
Biological.
invasion of the body snatchers, right? Or alien invasion a la Extra or Alien, where they infect you, right? And then you're like, oh, either you birth out aliens or you yourself become an alien or something along those lines, a la The Thing, which is an alien invasion movie, both versions. The Thing from Another World, that's an alien invasion movie to the extent that it is an alien, he was here to do something, it's just a small scale alien invasion versus 1982's The Thing, which is that's a full scale alien invasion just by virtue of it existing. Like, it's going to be an invasion. It's an invasion now just by existing, the same way Invasion of the Body Snatchers is an alien invasion film.
Well, what's interesting to me is that in the 50s, you had Invasion of the Body Snatchers, you had War of the Worlds, and you had The Thing from Another World. All three 4-star films, all very popular, culturally relevant films. You know, films that other filmmakers would reference, like John Carpenter.
Very much so.
You know,
He references that in Halloween.
Yeah, you see Forbidden Planet and The Thing in Halloween.
Right.
Now, it could just be that's what they could get the rights to, so I don't want to read too.
Yeah,
But John Carpenter remade The Thing, so
right
clearly
behind it. So obviously he had it in mind.
and he loved Howard Hawks, so that's not a very big stretch. I'm trying to think of the movies from the 60s. That
Alien
featured
invasion flicks from
alien
the
invasion.
60s.
like the Doctor Who, like Quartermass type films. Day
Yeah,
of the
5 million
Triffids.
miles to Earth and Day of the Triffids, which people
Island-
don't think about Island of Terror with
Island
Peter
Terror,
Cushing.
which is very similar.
But they don't think about those as alien invasion films because of what your idea of an alien is.
Well,
Like Day of the Triffids says alien plants, the way actually Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of is.
that can be
That's
killed
too
by
tight.
water, like the aliens in Signs.
Interesting. Didn't make that connection. You made that connection. That was good.
Well, I think part of why it is they were just kind of like Hammer film level.
Because why not? Let's. What do we?
Well, not,
Let's make this.
but there was no
whole film about
giant
aliens,
budget,
bro.
huge Hollywood
Right.
hit like
Right.
Forbidden Planet, War of the Worlds type.
No, yeah. I mean, there's no like Universal Studios says.
Those
blah, blah,
movies
blah.
are fun, but they weren't
As a matter of fact,
culturally like big,
when Close Encounters came out, right?
which was
For
a huge
Alien,
movie.
It was a huge
Yeah, absolutely.
Columbia Pictures movie, giant,
Massive
big
hit.
budget,
Massive hit.
with famous actors and Steven
I'm
Spielberg
Richard Dreyfuss.
at the helm. That was a big movie.
That was a big movie.
And but as big budget alien movies go, that started it because between that movie and Day of the Triffids, I'm saying, like, what do you got?
Yeah.
Nothing. Right? I mean, so Hollywood didn't get hip to that again until
Well, again,
the late
you do
70s
have your
or-
Star Treks and your Star Wars, but those.
But
are
that's not alien invasion films. Those
Well,
are
you got to get to when
right.
the aliens technically, Star Trek TNP is an alien invasion film.
Ooh, boy, you did
Star
that.
Trek 4.
You
with the
are
whales.
slicing that thin.
It is.
Okay,
if they don't
but-
stop
but
V'ger,
the-
V'ger wipes out Earth.
But that's not them getting to Earth. That's, again, them going to it. Right?
But it is going to Earth.
Okay, I mean, but that's... Man, you are cutting it thin.
It's not cutting it thin. They're going to Earth to destroy Earth.
But they're not at Earth. So they are on their way, but have yet invaded.
But if Kirk doesn't stop them,
Kirk.
then it's over.
It's over. We're fucking doomed.
Well, if you compare Wrath of Khan to Star Trek TNP, which one's more about alien invasion? The one with the whales. Is
The one
that
with the
4?
fucking whales there. Yeah, with the
that's-
guy there. With the,
That's 4, right?
Yeah.
Or 5? One of them. Voyage
What was
Home?
it called? Voyage Home. Yeah, right. God.
That's an alien invasion
Yeah,
film.
well, that is definitely one for sure because that was like...
It's funny
They
though
have coal.
how we think of like the superhero movies like Brightburn, like Avengers.
Right.
We don't even think of that at all as alien invasion
Doesn't
films.
come up. Doesn't come up at all.
And it is interesting which one of those type of films hit and which ones
Kind
don't.
of miss, right? I guess.
Even when they're good, Annihilation is a good movie. Live, Die, Repeat is a very,
Right.
very good
Well,
movie.
There's
There's lower budget movies like Man Versus. That's a decent.
That's
one.
funny you brought that one up because that one does sort of slip under the radar because I got to be honest with you,
That
watching
came
that
out around
movie,
the same time as Quiet Place.
I
think.
was not expecting alien invasion.
No,
that
not
really
at all.
that really threw me because I was like, what? Like, yep, that's what happened, and here it is. Boom, boom, boom.
There's one I reference. Not Extinction.
You know what's funny is that really, honestly, I'm gonna lay it out for you.
Hit me.
Star Trek 4 alien invasion film. The heroes are the aliens.
Star Trek 4.
Remember, they go back in time.
Gotta get.
At that point, they are aliens because they bring a Klingon ship.
Well, Spock is an
They
alien.
bring Spock. Right, what I'm saying. That's technically
Right, they're
them
also in the
invading you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you could play that and go, okay, so there it is.
Yeah, Gary Seven in the original series toys with that idea too. It is it's such a fun genre. It's not a sure hit thing though. I mean,
No, it's
even
not.
when even
It's
when you
not.
have St. Cruz and a shitload of effects and a great movie, Gary Lyman I think directed that. And do they, as budgets shrink, as they
Right.
are going to, do they continue to make
Yes, and here's
World
why.
War II style alien versus the biological?
They'll make them more like 10 Cloverfield Lane.
And we forgot Cloverfield.
We
and,
forgot Cloverfield. I thought about sitting here because I was like, it's 10 Cloverfield Lane.
And that
It's
is an alien invasion
There's
film.
no question.
There's no question.
There's
That's
no
an
question.
alien
It's a small scale alien invasion flick, but there it is, right?
Right. It is definitely. And that, when you think, well, there haven't been that many. Well, wait a minute. Quiet Place,
No, it's just
Cloverfield,
how you define it. You
Live,
have to
Die,
think about
Repeat,
it.
Annihilation,
Right, those are
Brightburn,
all
the
alien-
Avengers films are alien invasion films.
right.
So those are 5 all solid
Off
movies.
the top of your head. Right.
So
and relatively recent, honestly, for the most part.
And where do you think the psychic pressure? But see, in the superhero versions, there's no psychic pressure point there because
it's
the emphasis is on
it's
the
too big.
superpowers.
Right. It's just
It's
like
not on the aliens.
it's of the war aspect of it because really those are war films. You see what I'm saying? Like that kind of like Independence Day is a war film
But in
because
the
you're
first,
at war against an obvious force.
in that first
right?
when they're invading New York with those giant,
That is a
dragon
war
ones.
film.
It is a war film, but is there ever a hint of all of humanity will be annihilated unless they win? I don't
Yes.
think.
Well,
Not the way there is in a thing, man.
no, but the
Not
thing
the way there is in Annihilation.
But the thing, Annihilation is for sure. Annihilation is an apocalyptic film because they don't ever really,
Sure it is.
they don't ever solve it. I
No,
mean,
they really
it's just kind of
don't,
like,
no.
well, that's
They just
the end.
postpone it.
I hope you had fun. Right. So I mean, and especially Brightburn is totally apocalyptic. Now you can do about that. See, he's invincible
Right.
and hates you. So, alien god on Earth destroying you.
And you know what's interesting to me is the one franchise that really
know what you're
mostly
gonna say.
needed to do a true
I know what you're gonna say.
big budget. Jim Cameron directed, made it as Aliens invading Earth. All of the Dark Horse comics, all of the novelizations that aren't based on the movies but are. Well, they are based on the movies. They're in the same.
that way
They're in the same
because-
timeline as Alien 1 and 2. That never happened.
I remember seeing
Alien versus Predator is the closest we ever get
I
to really
remember
seeing
seeing Alien 3 when it came out.
that. I'm sorry.
I know. I
It's
mean,
almost unbelievable that same man would direct Fight Club.
I know. I mean, because Alien 3 is not a good film.
You have to have a good story, man. If your story is dog shit,
If
that would have been an okay TV movie of the week.
Alien 3
But as
had
the next-
not, no, that's just it. If it's a standalone
What
movie,
was the catchphrase for Alien 3 for the trailers?
Oh fuck! I don't
It's
know.
really easy. The bitch is back.
Wow.
No, she's not.
No.
Nobody's back.
No, nobody's
Nothing's back.
You killed the entire. That for me was like, I beg your
And
pardon.
you know who wrote the script for Alien 3? That was a direct sequel that had Hicks, that had her, had Newt. Bill Gibson, the guy who wrote Neuromancer.
No shit. Boy, what could have been? Because I thought, well, that's the net. Because that was what Ripley said in Aliens. She said, because if one of those things gets down here, then that will be all. Then all this bullshit that you think is so important,
Just
you can
kiss
just kiss all that goodbye,
goodbye.
right? And you can take in your mind the scene with John Hurt in the alien ship and put that in the New York subway.
Yeah.
Where you see thousands of eggs there. Thousands. Thank you.
Think
That'll be
about
all.
the money that they spent on Prometheus. An awful bag of crap movie. And then they made Prometheus 2, I guess. And it was just terrible. Awful
Is there
films.
some kind of thing we're missing with those films? Are we just being dumb?
Those films are flops.
They
for
were
one thing.
offensively bad. I did not care. I was just like, what is? I've never been. This is like watching an insurance seminar. I'm like,
For one thing, they try to pretend that Alien vs. Predator doesn't happen, even though they basically steal the plot line
it's
from
canon,
Alien
right?
vs.
Why
Predator.
didn't you just grab it?
Yeah, I mean,
You
so,
could have just taken.
so you're saying the big budget warlike alien invasion film does have a future because
Well, it can.
Look,
it can
if
if they
you-
do it right.
if
But I mean,
Live, Die, Repeat can't be a hit, what can?
you could try.
What is more warlike than that?
You could try.
Halo, maybe you could do a Halo.
You could
movie.
try for the second time to do
that'd be-
War of the Worlds TV show. I say the second time because,
No, you'd have to do 3 because BBC did one too.
but there's a War of
Gabriel
the Worlds
Byrne.
TV show with the dude from Predator. Now you'll go, Which dude from Predator?
Which dude from Predator,
The
pig?
dude with the grenade launcher. He plays Captain Richard Ironheart or Eagleheart or something like that. Because I think the dude, I don't know if he's Native American or not, but he's in the War of the Worlds TV show from when Fox first became a network. Like when they had that big burst of shows. One of them was War of the Worlds, the TV show.
We're forgetting a big one.
Oh, fuck me. What are we forgetting?
We're forgetting a big movie, man.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Starship Troopers.
Yes. No. Yeah.
It's a big one, man.
Hang on, though. Hang on, though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Because they're, well, it might not be an invasion, but
Yeah,
they're
you
trying
see,
to wipe, but they're
the
trying to wipe out
invasion
humans.
part, right? Because technically, we invade.
Right. We're
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but no,
But
that counts. That
They
counts.
wipe out Buenos Aires.
It counts. The Buenos Aires, right? For whatever reason, they hate Buenos Aires. Sorry, Argentinians.
Now, the movie
They
never
hate
explains how these
you. Figure that out. Clendathu.
aliens can somehow make asteroids go faster than the speed of light, but whatever, who cares?
Ah, fuck it. The kids will love it.
And of course, the novel is based on an actual, they're invading the world. So I think that if you have to have the threat in the real life, in the real world, of a third party invading the country. And right now, that is not where anybody's fear is. Depending on what side of the political aisle you are on, you're not worried about, you're worried about who your neighbor is right now. So I think that if there is a successful type alien film, it would be more of the Thing or the
I
Body
should worry
Snatcher.
about the neighbors.
You should worry about bathing all the time. Just look into it. That's all I'm saying.
And you know, you keep saying it. I don't see the.
It's a tub of water.
No,
Bar of soap,
you
scrub.
know, we talk about sci-fi, and then you bring that up. You know, there's no such thing as baths. Soap. What? Yeah, exactly. Fucking conspiracy theories.
So
to the guys.
It is blasé, in part because there's so many great movies, and also because
You know what part of why it got
the world's
blasé?
falling apart anyway without
Well, and
aliens.
honestly, you've been exposed to so much of it, and I have two words for you: ancient aliens.
Buttholes.
That's one word
Sorry.
with two T's.
Aliens.
For a double dose of this pimping. No, but yeah, I mean, but that's funny because I thought about ancient aliens and I was like, ancient aliens kind of made it not only acceptable, but I mean, so
Blasé.
many people just go,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. Get down to, there really are only two stories. There is the monster that eats you,
Right.
or the monster
takes
that
control of
takes
you.
over you.
Right. Either way. Right. One of the two. Either they're here to kill you or they're here to become you.
Is
Right.
part of it because there is almost no interest in space, in the space race.
Space
There's
is
no
dead.
space race.
Space is dead.
Space is dead.
If
There's
they launch something, most people are like, there's space. Like, yes.
no, okay, aliens invade. I mean, we were joking on the
Thank
phone the
God,
other day,
right.
like, yeah, bring it.
Yeah. What's taking you so
Can
long?
it be that much work?
Come on! I, for one, am looking forward to turning in my neighbors to the alien overlords.
Oh, thank
There
you.
he is, sir!
No, not me.
I found him! Right, so.
Hey, well,
Thanks for
anyway,
watching,
like, subscribe, share, love each other. Until next time.
Are you like fucking
Looking
not,
for free.
not a fucking hair on you? It's weird. You're like a fucking lizard.
Touching's gonna cost you something.
You're like a lizard, man. Like a freaky lizard. No.
I'm just not a fucking ape. Ape! Apes, but they're not so big.
Be sure to visit evilgeniusentertainment.com for exclusive content, swag, casting call news, and much, much more.